Last week her voice sliced through the thick, humid dusk, sharp, deliberate. Some of us work our whole lives to avoid having to look at that. Lisa didn't point directly at my car, but her eyes, icy and judgmental, made the message clear. Her gaze flicked from the polished black shine of my vehicle to my face, loaded with disdain. The accusation didn't need words. It was dense, suffocating, more oppressive than the air before a summer storm. My car wasn't a luxury. It was the result of years of pushing myself beyond limits, working long hours, saving every extra dollar, building a life brick by brick. But to her it didn't belong. Not in this neighborhood. Not parked on this block. Not owned by someone like me. The next morning I found a note under my wiper. Bright, floral paper that clashed with the community's beige blandness. Tone it down or leave. No name. But it didn't need one. That paper practically screamed Lisa's passive-aggressive handwriting. It was a declaration. The first strike in a quiet battle I never chose. The kind of war that simmers behind neat lawns and forced smiles, where smiles cover poison. I'm a federal agent. Reading people is second nature. Not their words, their micro-expressions, the tension in their voices, the subtle flicker of contempt in their eyes. At work I face criminals. At home I wanted peace. But Lisa saw me through a filter of stereotypes. My car was a threat. My presence an offense. My skin color, a disruption in her perfect suburban canvas. I've seen rot before. In interrogation rooms it hides behind desperation. In neighborhoods like this it wears expensive perfume and pastel clothing. That Tuesday the heat was relentless. The pavement shimmered like glass as I pulled into a gas station on 5th and Cypress. My car, a finely tuned machine I relied on for long drives and tough jobs, offered a cool escape from the blazing city. I chose a quiet pump far from the crowd, took off my jacket, tossed it on the seat with my briefcase. The motions were routine. Engine off, cap open, card in, premium selected. The nozzle clicked in, and I leaned on the side of the car, the warmth of the sun on my back. My thoughts wandered to a case. Car theft ring, gas skimmers, a break I'd been tracking for weeks. Just another guy at the pump. For a second. Then I heard her. "Excuse me. What are you doing?" "Lisa." Same sundress, same sour expression. Her arms were folded, her posture accusatory. Her teenage son, Ethan, stood beside her, smirking like a carbon copy. Greg, her husband, emerged from the store. Built like a linebacker, beer in hand, face red and glazed, drunk or sunburned didn't matter. I kept my face still. The kind of neutral you learn after years of dealing with volatile people. "Just getting gas," I replied evenly. "Why?" She scoffed. "Premium gas? Really? That's for actual performance cars. Not for..." Her eyes swept over the car, then landed on me. Ethan laughed under his breath. "What, using food stamps to fill that thing? Must be stolen." Greg stepped closer, the alcohol in his breath cutting through the heat. Their bias wasn't subtle. It was a stage play. They wanted a reaction. Ethan pulled out his phone and started filming. "Come on, man. Say something. Let's see what you've got to say now." He leaned in, trying to provoke, his phone inches from my face. Greg planted himself in front of my driver's door like a bouncer. "You're not going anywhere till the cops get here," he muttered. Lisa was already on the phone, voice shaky with performance. "There's a threatening black man here. He's driving a stolen vehicle. We're scared for our lives." The pump clicked off. I breathed. Slowly. My instincts screamed to fight, to push past, to yell. But I'd been trained for worse. I didn't speak. I didn't move fast. I removed the nozzle, replaced it with care. Closed the cap. Then slowly I reached into my car through the open window. They froze. Lisa gasped. Ethan's phone wobbled. What did they think I was reaching for? A weapon? No. I pulled out my credentials. My badge. Held it in front of them. Their faces changed. Not because they realized they were wrong, but because they realized they might have picked the wrong target. I didn't say anything. I didn't have to. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my wallet, flipping it open to reveal my gold badge. The sunlight caught the embossed eagle, Department of Homeland Security, Auto Theft and Fraud Division. I held it up, letting the silence stretch, watching their smugness crumble. "Good news," I said, my tone sharp with irony. "The suspicious black man you just reported? That would be me. I investigate car theft, fuel scams, and racially motivated false alarms. I turned to Lisa, still on her phone. Tell the dispatcher the federal agent you're lying about would like a word. Their faces drained of color. Ethan's arrogant grin disappeared. Greg looked stunned. Lisa's eyes went wide with fear. In the distance, sirens rose, 2 patrol cars pulling in fast. Officers stepped out, hands resting on their belts. Lisa ran to them, shouting, "He threatened us. That badge is fake." I held up my credentials again. The lead officer, tall with tired eyes, inspected them. His attitude shifted instantly. "This just got messy," he said. I nodded. "They made it messy. My dash cam caught everything, video and audio. Or check her son's phone. He's still filming the whole thing." Ethan scrambled to put his phone away, but a female officer confiscated it. The lead officer leaned in, whispering, "We've had complaints about this family before, harassing people. Nothing ever stuck. Until now." Station security footage, and my camera confirmed their setup. Lisa's false call. Ethan's recording. Greg's looming posture. Coordinated and malicious. Greg was cuffed for unlawful detainment. Lisa followed for making a false report. She screamed, "He's framing us," as Ethan started to cry. The charges piled up. Falsifying a report, harassment, interfering with a federal officer, even child endangerment for involving Ethan. Their cousin on the city council was powerless now. The hate crime enhancement nailed the case shut. Lisa got 4 years. Greg 6. Ethan received juvenile probation. Banned from social media for 5 years. His so-called positive content channel was deleted. The story went viral. Family targets federal agent over gas pump incident. Their world collapsed. Lisa was fired. Greg lost his contractor license. Their community turned away. A month later, I stopped at that same Shell station. The clerk smiled and handed me a coffee. Corporate banned them from every Shell in the state. You handled that like a pro. I nodded, filled my tank. The quiet hum of the premium pump felt like a small, hard-won victory. But it wasn't over. Ethan started appearing in places he shouldn't be. Watching me. Once at a store. Another time at a bus stop. Then again outside a cafe where I met a source. His walk too deliberate to be coincidence. Then came an email to my secure work inbox. "You think you're a hero? You ruined my family. Justice is coming." The IP was masked. A second email showed a photo of my house at night, my car parked outside. Fake social media accounts in my name surfaced, spewing hate, tagging my friends and family. Ethan wasn't trolling. He was targeting. He'd connected with Glitch, a hacker I'd once helped catch, infiltrating dark web circles. Fed him lies about me being corrupt. Baited him to act. An anonymous tip landed on my supervisor's desk. Accused me of colluding with a vehicle theft ring. I was suspended. My badge and weapon taken. Ethan had turned the system I served against me. But I didn't fold. I hired a cyber investigator. They found a GPS tracker and audio bug hidden under my dashboard. Ethan had been listening to my calls. So I set a trap. I staged a fake call about a hidden $100,000 in an abandoned mill. My team staked out the location. Glitch showed up. He was arrested. Confessed. His chat logs exposed justice seeker as Ethan. With that evidence, my suspension was lifted. Ethan was arrested. His devices showed his obsession. Every case I worked, every message I sent, all logged and studied. During questioning, he broke down. "You destroyed my parents," he cried. He couldn't see the hatred that started with them had become his. The court sent him to a juvenile facility until he turned 21. His online presence erased. My name cleared. But the relief was bitter. Hate had hollowed out that family. Passed like poison from one generation to the next. That night I stopped for gas again. Pressed the button for premium. In the car's reflection, I didn't see victory. Just a tired man with more battles ahead. The world still played dangerous games.